Well, thanks for allowing me to do this interview.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
Yes.
Hmm?
First of all, your new album, of course, Year of the Snake. Um, well, in the song Year of the Snake, you sing, "Step into the future, it is mine to take."
Hmm.
What inspired this song?
And taking control of your life and situation and not allowing outside circumstances to dictate what's going to happen to you. I think that's something that we all live by. Considering where we came from with the band and everything, and even on our more personal level, that's at least how I see life and try to do, try to, even if you can be a little like sad and stuff when things happen in the moment, you don't allow it to like take too much time. You just almost instantly start thinking about an exit plan or plan B, C, D. Like, I just think it's important to not lose focus just because things happen along the way, because things happen all the time. So it's
Yeah.
yes, a positive message.
Well, you said band and personal. What do you mean with like you were saying, well, with the where the band is coming from? What do you mean?
Well, I mean, we used to be Thundermother,
Yeah.
another rock band,
You
and
left in March 23, I think 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Yes.
3 years ago,
Yeah.
yeah, we used to be another band, and we obviously could have just done like most of the people that had the same situation happen to them, just been burned out and given up on music and not being able to pick up an instrument for the longest time. Whereas we had another approach. We were more like, you fucked with the wrong people. So now we're just gonna, that just gives us fuel to keep going and really a fire, to demonstrate to the world and to ourselves that this this happened and it sucks, but we will continue and we're gonna find ways to move forward regardless.
Do you still feel that anger, or maybe a bit of?
Mm. No, not at all. I mean, I think it depends on situation. Sometimes it can just bubble up,
Mhm.
depending on, yeah, I can't come up with any example right now, but there's situations where it comes up, but I don't think about it daily anymore like I did in the beginning. It was like a obsessive thought almost because it was gut-wrenching. It was really tough to have put so much effort and time into something, dedicating your entire life to something for so many years, and then, have it been taken from you and so disrespectful. It is hard on your ego and everything. Um, but no, now I actually feel really good and I'm really happy and proud over the fact that we took these steps and we've taken it so far in just 3 years. So I'm just really grateful that I'm not in that band anymore.
That's good. Then it's good.
Yeah.
And you said in your first answer, you said, well, band-wise and personal-wise. What on the personal level is it for you? Well, step into the future, it's mine to take.
Ooh, that could be a lot of different things. I mean, just deciding on what you want to do with your own life and yeah, I mean, like in the year of the snake, for example, last year,
Mhm.
the major change that happened for me was that I got my ADHD, ADD diagnosed. So I actually took the time to sort that out. That's something that's been heavy on me for since I was a kid, basically. So that was pretty huge for me on a personal level because
Was it a relief? Was it a relief to get a diagnosis?
it was a relief for me, but it was also kind of saddening because it was like I could have had this help when I was a kid that would have made my school years like hopefully 10 times easier, and I wouldn't have felt like an outsider and a weirdo and just like an idiot, because that's kind of how you feel when you have a hard time learning and you can't concentrate and you're always kind of like behind. It took me so much longer to learn how to read and these like basic things because my mind was just elsewhere. And when I was a kid, they did test me because they thought I had dyslexia. Uh, but it turned out that I had issues with concentration. But I don't think in the like 90s that they at that time they didn't really think that girls had it
Girls.
the same way. So you kind of was just, you know, left to handle it on your own and stuff like that. So I was like sad for my young self, but also happy to know that that's what it is. And then you can actually find tools to how to deal with it, like the impulsive sides and stuff like that. And that's like a learn and progress, but it's, yeah.
What made you decide to actually to get a diagnosis now?
It was because I had a lot of different things, like the impulsive side of me, the temper, uh, a lot of anxiety daily, a lot of different things that I was that was affecting my relationship and both with my boyfriend, but also with friends and stuff like that. So I just I was just getting sick of feeling like it was out of control. So in the same sense, I wanted to take control and see what can I do? Can I get help? Can I get the right tools somehow to be better at these things? So yeah, it's
But
still a learn.
has life been better now for you? Now you have the diagnosis. Is it better
Um,
to?
I think it's weird, maybe not better per se, but it's definitely I've taken last year I had a lot of therapy and all that stuff. So I really once I had diagnosis, I really took the time because I do want to be the best version of myself. I'm not taking any medicine or anything, but I want to try to handle it the best I can so it doesn't, ruin my life and like the impulsive sides or the anger or whatever. So yeah, I think that or I feel after everything that I did last year, taking the time and focusing and really taking it serious, I do feel more at ease with myself and more acceptance and also more, I guess, grace to myself because I also understand that sometimes I handle things in a way that there's a reason why, and I don't need to be so hard on myself. So yeah, I do feel more calm and cool.
Is there one specific song maybe? Because I wrote down several
Mhm.
lines from several songs. Is there one song that maybe you wrote specifically about this subject?
This line,
Yeah. No,
uh,
well, with the diagnosis, a song on this album that you maybe wrote specifically about, well, your diagnosis and
no, I don't
no.
think. I think there's several lines, or I don't have all them in my mind right now, but I think there's several things that definitely have like talking about like feeling like an
Yeah.
outsider and also last year in the beginning of last year I did feel a little out of control with the whole I don't know what the fuck my emotions or whatever but um so one of my close friends said to me like things happen for you not to you and that really helped me as well like feeling like you kind of whatever comes your way, you can handle it because it's not something that's like necessarily happened to you because you're a victim. It's something that's part of your growth and learning. I know that that might be hard. I mean, there's different aspects. If something really, really horrible would have happened, then it would probably be harder to deal with it with that mindset. But I'm just thinking like regular life stuff. Um,
Oh, interesting. Let's go to another song maybe on the
mhm.
album. What I found interesting is, well, the opening track is really short. It's called Walls.
Yeah.
It's a short opening song. What was the meaning behind, well, this opening of the album?
It was we just wanted to set the tone for what yeah, set the tone for the rest of the album. Like this is the storyline, like the year of the snake and change and the wall that came down. And we use the wall as a reference because every year of the snake, like historically, there's been a lot of big changes in the world. Um, and yeah, 89, which is the year that the girls were born. Emily and Mona are born in the year of the snake. That's also why we decided to name the
Mhm.
album Year of the Snake. The Wall came down, and it was like huge things throughout history that happened. So we just took inspiration from that and had that be like the I'm losing my words here, sorry.
Theme of the
Yeah, but
album.
just setting the tone for the rest of the album.
Um, well, that's another one. The album Diamond in the Rough. You were
Oh,
saying
can I
time.
add something? Sorry, sorry.
Yeah.
Also, we did have Aurora on our first album, so we wanted to continue having an intro, so a
Yeah.
short little thing that starts off the album. So that's it.
Good. Well, like I said, Diamond in the Rough. Time to let the demons fly. Well, within mind with what you told me. What inspired this song, Diamond in the Rough?
Diamond in the Rough was, first of all, it's the riff that Mona has been playing when she does sound check for the longest time. And we really like that riff, so we wanted to create a song around it. And the song is about touring life and all the aspects of people thinking that it's so glamorous and not awesome, but it's actually most of the times you feel real not cool and not glamorous at all. Um, and yeah, time to let the demons fly. I guess it's just part of the having fun on tour kind of thing.
Yeah. And the well, there's another thing. Well, you were born in 87. They were born in 89. What I was wondering, just your first name. Were you named after the town in Spain?
Yeah, I was named
The
after the
painting?
painting.
Painting, yeah.
Yeah, because 87, it was like 50 years since Picasso created the mural. And my
Yeah.
parents they're political refugees from Uruguay, so they have, I guess, yeah, strong humanitarian opinions. And so my
Why
mother thought
why
it would.
why why are you smiling?
No, I'm just smiling because I'm trying to, be diplomatic. But no, but obviously they had to leave Uruguay because of military dictatorship there. So when I was born, she just thought it would be super cool to give her daughter that name. And I mean, it's very dark, but it is an anti-racist, anti-fascist, anti-Nazi painting and all these things that I actually stand by. So I'm really proud to have that name and carry it. Um,
Have you seen the painting?
I haven't been able to see it yet. No, I've been to Picasso things like throughout in the world. So I've seen like copies of it, like in France. We were at this thing on tour, but no, that's on my bucket list. I need to go and see it for real.
Yeah, I think the story is that maybe the Nazis they asked Picasso from did you do this? And then he said, well, no, you did this. I think it's about the bombing of Guernica, right?
Yeah, it is about the bombing of the civilians. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Um,
Um, well, interesting story about you. Well, your parents fleeing from Uruguay. What did they bring from Uruguay that they taught you?
um, that's a good question. I guess the language, Spanish. Uruguay is, I don't know, my parents integrated to Swedish society pretty well, I think. So I mean, I've grown up very, I guess, Swedish. So we didn't have any specific traditions or things like that. I mean, I guess it's like food, dishes, and music.
Well, have you been to Uruguay yourself?
I haven't been, I mean, I've been several times when I was younger, but now it's been like 20 years since I've been. So it's also on my to-do list to go and like get back to my roots and like see where I came from.
And when you visited, well, like 20 years ago, did it feel something like home, or was it a strange country for you?
Um, I would say both. Like I remember what I really remember strongly is like getting out and seeing people that I feel like people looked like me everywhere. And that was really interesting and really nice. Just everyone is kind of mixed the same way that I am there. So it's like that's really cool. And I remember feeling that people were really beautiful, good looking people. But then you have the problem with not or knowing the like even if I can speak Spanish, I don't speak it perfectly. So then all of a sudden you're an outsider regardless. So you kind of I think most people that have like dual cultural backgrounds can sometimes feel like you're not that, but you're not that, but you're both. You're 100% both, but you're also nothing. Like it's such a weird thing. So that's why I need to like I feel very Swedish. But if I travel there and I spend some more time there, then I could probably also feel part of the culture over there. But yeah, I haven't had time to do that
Yeah.
yet.
Or your parents are planning to go back?
No, no, my parents are divorced since I was a kid. But my dad goes back and forth. He has like a new wife from there, and yeah, they're senior citizens. They're old. So, but yeah, I think he goes back and forth. At least before he used to go like 6 months of the year when it's like nice weather over there, and then he stays in Sweden. But my mom hasn't really.
Okay. Well, it's been 2 years since your well, first album, Phoenix. Now Phoenix Arise. Now it's well the year of the snake. What did you take from the first album and bring into the next into this album?
We what did we take it to? I mean, the main focus on Year of the Snake has been writing songs that we felt we are missing live. So we wanted to have more fast songs, some mid-tempo songs that are more energetic. So that was like the main focus, being that we had played Phoenix live the entire album, and you can really, and we want to be a great live band, so we can really feel like what are we missing? What can we do to have a better live show? Yeah.
Okay, but I think you succeeded. I think these songs are pretty well. I think in a live setting they are pretty energetic.
Yeah, I think you. And I think so too. It's gonna be super fun to play them live, and it's gonna be nice to be able to do 90 minutes of your own material, and yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, there's a song "Go Along to Get Along,"
Mhm.
breaking the change of yesterday. Is it something that you feel, but that you still have to break the change of yesterday?
Yeah, I think that that's something that's always like ongoing in a sense, and has nothing to do with the Thundermother time. I'm thinking more generally speaking of like sometimes it's hard to let go. Like even Forgive and Forget, like a lot of the songs that we have on the record are more um I wouldn't say wishful thinking, but I would say and hope to be that would be a better version of myself if I would be able to uh really let go of the past, and that's like baggage that I'm carrying around and it's not doing me any good. So it's just different ways of saying the same thing, and that's definitely something that I'm working hard on. Uh, and yeah, Forgive and Forget is a good example where um, I'm personally I can forgive easily, but I have really hard time forgetting stuff.
Yeah.
So it would be a dream to get to a point where I can just also forget, so I can also like actually move forward in a real way. So yeah.
Yeah, you're singing is the hardest thing to do. You sing in
Hmm.
that line. Is it something that holds you back then? I mean, not being able to forget.
I think in certain aspects, definitely. I'm thinking like family wise and stuff like that, and I think sometimes that yeah, because you need to accept that other people change too, and everyone can do wrong sometimes, and it's okay. Like I'm not perfect, nobody's perfect, and it doesn't serve me to carry around a lot of old shit.
That's true. Well, then two songs about men, I think. Cloud chaser. He's a cloud chaser. What do you mean by that?
A cloud chaser is a person that's looking to um I guess get famous and be with the right people, take photos with the right people, get more followers on social media, and just an annoying, yeah, little snake.
Is it written about someone specifically?
We have some people in mind, yeah. But I can't say that
No,
who
no,
they
no,
are.
no, no. Well, is it something that you have to deal with, well, within the band right now? I mean, not within the band, but I mean with the band, and then, well, you are getting more success and touring more. Is it something that you have to deal with, cloud chasers?
No, I wouldn't say I'm not so much in the gems. I think also we're better at like, noticing people that have those tendencies. But definitely when we were still in Thundermother, there was a lot of guys around there mansplaining away and just trying to, yeah, tell you how things are and just trying to be better than you. Or, it's like that happened quite a lot when we were still in Thundermother.
Okay. And then Hot Bait, of course. What is the song about? Hot Bait.
Hot bait is about one night stand. We need to throw in some lighthearted stuff too.
Yeah, that's true.
Uh, yeah.
No, but I thought there's, like I said, there's certain themes on the album. And there were, well, certain songs that are written about, well, about a meal, about a meal. But is it something that you, lyric-wise, is it something that you think about when you're writing an album? I mean, theme-wise, not maybe the same themes or maybe different themes. What is,
Uh, yeah, when preparing for an album, I write down a lot of things that I see and hear and cool new sentences and sayings. I mean, English isn't our first language, so I really try to pick up on it doesn't necessarily have to be like modern terms, but definitely try to freshen up the lingo in rock music because if not, it's a lot of just like Freight Train and Rolling Stones, and it's like, how many songs are we gonna be? I feel like the vocabulary is so boring, and maybe that's why we're not growing as a genre because you just keep repeating the same shit again and again and again. So I'm not saying that every idea is a home run, but at least we're trying to be creative and using other terms that are not necessarily the most common terms in the genre. Like mathin is a very like meme thing. Cloud chaser is also a very social media term. Um, there's like go along to get along is a term, the sentence that I picked up from a documentary about women in hip hop. So I really like my ears are always very open to new ideas. Just like Happy Water. It's like I heard that when I was in Vietnam and I thought it sounded ridiculous and awesome. So I was like, I need to do something with this.
what does it mean then, Happy Water? It's the
Happy
last song
Water
on the
is
album?
Vietnamese moonshine. So it's like a rice liquor. It's
Oh, okay.
hard liquor that they have. Uh, yeah.
And is it, well, what did you do with the phrase? Is it specifically about, well, what you were saying, or did you give an explanation to it?
No, we
To-
wrote a drinking song. We wrote it around the idea of that liquor. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Happy Water.
Well, that's Year of the Snake. What are your thoughts on what are your plans? I mean, you're releasing this album and then touring, and then what do you hope for?
Well, I'm hoping, I think 2026 is not going to be too crazy. The summer's already set and it's like two to two to three shows per month. So it's like it's good, but it's pretty chill considering what we're used to. And then we're booking another tour during the fall, which we will share in like a month or so. And then also trying to book other territories because it's mainly Germany now. So
Yeah.
we want to go to other places as well. Um, so we're trying to book, like longer weekends. And then I'm really hoping that 2027 is going to pick up and that we're going to get the bigger festivals and it's going to fill up way more now that this album has been out. It's been worked, a little bit longer than so yeah. I'm hoping that it's gonna be, I guess 2027 summer is gonna be popping off, but 2026 is looking good too, and I'm hoping that the album does well.
How come? What is your explanation then you're well doing pretty good in Germany right now? Let's go into it.
In Germany, I think it's also the legacy of us being from Thundermother, so they've picked us up from the beginning. Um, the main radio stations that have the rock main radio stations. Our song "Year of the Snake" was #1 on all the rock radio stations, and so we're getting played quite a lot on Radio Bob, which is the biggest one. So I think having that support is huge. So that's why, yeah, we just kept on building on what we already had from the past, and now we're building our own. So yeah, and I guess in Germany, rock music is very much alive, and people go to shows and support live music, which is nice.
Yeah, do you talk about well, maybe which other countries that you want to, well, maybe pursue or maybe want to get access
We
to?
Yeah, I think, I mean, both Spain and France, definitely. Italy, we haven't really been too much. So it would be interesting to see what we could do there. Netherlands as well. I mean, obviously, we want to just go everywhere that where there's an audience, we want to go there. But it's at the end of the day, it's like a financial situation too. We can't go to places where we have to pay out of pocket. So it needs to like be smart choices, and yeah, who knows? Maybe we can go if we could get a support tour with a bigger band, then maybe we can hit more territories, and it would be a good strategy for us. But that's also a long shot. But who knows? You never know.
Yeah. Well, fingers crossed then.
Hmm.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me.
I enjoyed the interview and wish you all the luck with this new release.
Thank you. Thank you.